First of all, thanks Internet Society for this kind of platform and the opportunity to be part of Manners Ambassador and Mentors program. Last 6 months has been really enriching, and thanks to the team, also Megan, Kevin, and others, and also the whole team, we have put together lots of events, lots of activities together. And as my journey continued for 6 months, it has been very different perspectives that I have been into, because whenever we have planned, we thought of doing some events for different stakeholders where routing security matters. The first thing I had was academic outreach, and whenever I have done this academic outreach, it was kind of given an insight that why this routing security matters for the academia whenever these budding engineers are going for ISPs and other institutions. And I found one of the universities which is deep in pocket for routing and security practices. Then try to understand the online tutorials which are actually capable enough or not. And it was really very good practice with the learners, the whole tutorial in 6 hours, and then try to understand what need to be done. Because I co-founded Kolkata IX, one of the internet exchange point, which is Manras compliant. So tried working with the peers officially and unofficially with them. What are the problem areas and how to get together and implement these best practices. Being part of capacity building programs, like APNIC has done a capacity building program in INSEG this year in IIT Guwahati. So I have taken a session in that program. Then working with the workshops and technical forums like GFC, these forums has given an insight that the policymakers also need to know that what need to be changed. And there are lots of other activities that the mentors and the ambassadors has done in their respective regions, and they will add to this. This is from the academic outreach that has been done in Brainware University. It is one of the universities in my region which is very much focused on routing security and other aspects of it, more into networking. And the students and the faculties are more involved into these aspects. Whenever I have gone there, the takeaway was definitely we need to include something in our syllabus, at least a chapter, or at least understanding of this. So maybe this will be the takeaway from here. When the 6 tutorials in 2 hours has been practiced, and all the faculties and students were going in a very hackathon manner to understand how we have delved into 2 days of workshops, it has been a great experience. So this tutorial is really working. One of the panel discussions that happened during Routing Security Summit 2023, where we tried to focus on the Kolkata IX and what it took to become manners compliant. It was for the whole community to understand what it takes for a community IX to be manners compliant or implementing routing security best practices. This was a GFC III workshop in IIT Guwahati. It was a day zero event of NSEC, wherein we try to work on different aspects of security on a standards perspective. And it was a new kind of project wherein Trusted India Internet kind of initiative with other stakeholders, and routing security is a part of that. So this is kind of, as Megan has already told, it is not stopping, it will culminate from here. Like anything. And the APNIC workshop that I was talking about, it was a capacity building program for the ISPs, the enterprise networks who have joined hands with us during INSEG 2023. And we work with them so that they can implement Manres in their networks. These are some of the outreach programs which has kind of given more insight into how to bring routing security best practices in the region and security hygiene. I would request other training our team members to explain their activities. We have very short time. Thanks for listening to me.